Hi, I'm Nadia and I want to talk about the automobile industry in Malaysia, focusing on the electric vehicle market. Malaysia's automobile industry has always been an important part of the economy. So it's driven by the well-known national brands like Proton and Produa, along with the strong contributions from international car makers like Toyota and Honda. And together, all of these brands, they have helped boost jobs, technology, and overall industrial growth in the country. The automotive industry in Malaysia has seen a major shift in recent years, and right now, the trend is on the electric vehicles or EVs. Despite this growth, there's still a gap, particularly when it comes to one of the most important future customer segments, Generation Z. While Generation Z in Malaysia shows very strong environmental concern, especially in surveys that says they care about sustainability and even are willing to pay more for green products. So there's still a significant gap when it comes to the actual EV purchases. But many are still fresh graduates or just starting out in their careers. So the cost itself becomes a major barrier for them. So that's where we can focus on two things. So we can find out what matters most to them. Is it the battery range? Is it the tech features, the brand, or something else? And we can also try to figure out the ideal price range and what feels too expensive for them. Another key challenge in marketing EVs to Malaysian Generation Z is the presence of misconceptions, mostly due to lack of clear and accurate information. Many of them care about the sustainability. They are often unsure about things like the EV performance, the safety, the long-term costs, and whether an EV actually fits their lifestyle. We need to start by understanding who we are talking to. Consumer personas help us to do that by going beyond just age or income and focusing on lifestyle, values, fears, and motivations. For example, Eco Nadia. So she's 25, she just graduated, and she lives in KL. So she generally cares about the environment, but she feels like the EVs are too expensive and not even practical for long trips. And her biggest worry is getting stranded with no place to charge. So by building personas like Nadia, we can identify what's holding the Generation Z back from adopting the EVs, and we can tailor our message to address those exact concerns. Once we know who we are talking to, the next step is to figure out what they actually value in an EV. We can use the similar conjoint analysis that we have done before this. This is because the result will help us to pinpoint which features will matter most to them and which ones they are willing to trade off to stay within the budget. Basically, the personas will help us to step into our audience shoes, and then the conjoint analysis will give us the data to back up our decisions. Another challenge in marketing EV is the brand trust. Chinese EV brands like BYD are starting to gain traction in Malaysia. Many Generation Z consumers are still skeptical, especially when compared to more established names like Tesla or BMW. To tackle the brand trust issues, we can use perceptual mapping to analyze how Generation Z in Malaysia views different EV brands. So this perceptual map actually shows where various EV brands stand based on key attributes like trust and quality. As an example, established brands like Tesla and BMW might land in the top right quadrant because they are usually seen as both trustworthy and high quality. But in contrast, the newer Chinese brands like Aura tend to fall in the lower left, which reflects the Generation Z's skepticism. So by using this perceptual mapping, we can get a clear picture of where each brand stands in the Generation Z's mind and how we can reposition the brands to close that trust gap. To wrap up, Generation Z may not be buying EVs just yet, but they are the future of this market. So with the right use of data and insights, we can start connecting with them now through long-term brand strategies. So this isn't just about selling cars, it's also about building trust with the generation that will shape the future of Malaysian automobile industry.